My name is Khris Bryan, United States Navy combat veteran. I'm not opposed to an investor. An investor's gonna have to step up and bring it hard though. Picture this, picture Angie's List and Better Business Bureau combined just for the insurance industry. And we do a military grade background check on every single agent that joins. They fuel it. It's free to the client.
I'm out. I'm not sold
What's
on it.
the most you're comfortable giving up today? Say there's 4 of us in, and Dr. Billy Williams
20.
is out.
Yeah, 20% would be my top.
My name is Cody Askins. I own and operate multiple 7-figure businesses, and this is Agency Investors.
So we're looking for a $50,000 investment for 10% of the company.
The stakes are high and the opportunities are even higher. 5 titans of the insurance industry are here to make or break the dreams of ambitious agents.
Tell me you talked to your partner before you came about specific.
I'm out. Thank you anyway.
Meet Brandon Todd, a risk-taking visionary who revolutionized the insurance industry. Edward Pritchett, a master of networking and recruitment. Cassidy Arbelli, a strategic genius with a proven record of empire building. And Dr. Billy Williams, an analytical mastermind renowned for his ability to identify potential where others see none.
This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
Ooh, my nerves are still just kind of.
Here at Agency Investors, these giants of the game don't just invest in companies, they invest in people.
So you don't need any money?
Oh no, I got. Yeah, I do.
Can I stop you?
Go ahead.
Dude, I love you, but you're driving me nuts.
I'm sorry, let me shut up.
They're on the lookout for the next big thing in insurance. Their time is valuable, and they're ready to invest.
We want to invest. We've got the funds. We've got the resources.
The goal of this is to help you in some way.
I'm ride or die with
I will
this.
give you $1 for 100% of your business, but you can't come with it.
Our entrepreneurs today must impress them, not just with their ideas, but with their drive, their passion, and their willingness to push the limits. This is Agency Investors.
I'm a little different than what everybody's expecting most likely. My name is Khris Bryan. I'm out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm the president and CEO of Wealth Warriors Foundation. It's going to be the #1 consumer website for people to go to find people in the industry that they trust who've been background checked. I am a United States Navy combat veteran. This was a calling of my heart because I was a personal victim of fraud from these industries. Who we hire in protecting our good name is very, very important. And warriors know beyond everything, their good name is what is important. Hello everyone. My name is Khris Bryan, United States Navy combat veteran, multi-business owner, and CEO and president of Wealth Warriors Foundation. I am actually looking for relationships. I actually build businesses on relationships. That's the way I've always built my businesses, and I love relationships. I'm not opposed to an investor. An investor's gonna have to step up and bring it hard though, because I'm about to bring it hard to you. Is it okay? Everybody all right with that?
Yeah.
Does everybody consider themselves an open-minded person?
Yes, sir.
All right, so
Yes.
This is just a little different than what you might expect, okay? This is not an insurance agency. Picture this, picture Angie's List and Better Business Bureau combined just for the insurance industry. And we do a military grade background check on every single agent that joins. They fuel it. It's free to the client. So the client in their area can actually go to the website, click in their actual city, and see the agents in that city who have succumbed to an actual military grade background check. I am a top annuity producer. I own an agency. I stand here basically as one of you guys, okay? I have done this for 21 years, and I am a personal victim of fraud. I've had so many different agents, from pedophilia to a $2 million chargeback. I've seen it happen to me personally. And when you've seen that kind of thing, you know it goes on everywhere. I think if I were to poll you, there's probably someone you can think of that should have never, ever, ever had their insurance license. Probably, yes? So in understanding that, the states are doing all they can to keep the riffraff out. But just as we kept going in this industry, we've seen government regulations come in time and time again, especially with our seniors. Protect the seniors. Now there's 3 types of people in the world. There are sheep, there are wolves, and there are sheepdogs. I'm a sheepdog. Those are the warriors that keep those sheep safe. Now, I'm not saying everyone's a sheep. I'm not saying everyone's a sheepdog or everyone's a wolf. But at the end of the day, my job is to protect those in my charge. Just like I did in the military, and as I do now in my businesses. So my people, my clients, those are whom I protect. I am open for questions. What I'm basically asking for, if you do want to be an investor, it's $500,000 for 10% of the business. Now let me put that in perspective. So $1.9 billion is Angie's List revenue for last year. 1.9 billion with a B. 5.5 billion with a B is Better Business Bureau. Wealth Warriors will be a household name. It's how fast we bring it to the market, how fast we can get into the consumer's hands so they can find the right people. I am not looking for every agent in the industry. If we have 10, just 10, okay, 10% of all the agents in the industry, that's well over 150 to 200,000 members. Based on that membership alone, brings in anywhere from between $2 to $3 million a month in revenue. We are a startup, so before you ask how many members we have now, less than 100. So now I'm open for questions, guys. Go ahead and hit me hard.
What's your outreach strategy?
Right now it's been to the agents. I have not actually dripped anything to consumers. Consumers only know from an agent standpoint. For instance, as an agent, it has raised my revenue 20% ever since I started putting it into my presentation. If I were to ask you the number one thing you need from the client to sell them, what would that be?
Trust.
Trust.
Yeah, excuse me to interrupt,
Yeah.
but you're reaching out to the agents, which I think is the right strategy. Going out to the consumers, there's not a problem that they foresee or that's top of mind for them. But for the agents who are trying to build trust every day, I see this as being the right way to go. Then the agents can come back and say, hey, I'm a Wealth Warrior certified agent, and then go to a website or whatever, check it out. I'm sure you're doing something like that.
Correct.
So what is your strategy to go to the agents and, walk me through the whole thing where
Sure.
you're going, because this is a great idea.
So one of the things that I started with was the platform of getting in front of stages, getting on stages. 8% stage, I'll be speaking there. There are the main event, smaller stages here and there for different insurance companies. All those things are all relative to who will have me on stage to talk. I talk a little bit about my military history and what I do and why I've gotten to this point. And then I present Wealth Warriors as an actual tool, a weapon, if you will, to help elevate them against the competition.
What's the price point that I pay?
Price point is I'm glad you asked, thank you. It's $300 initially, and it's $25 a month. I'm limiting it to 9 people per city coming out of the gates.
Why limit it to just 9? I mean, there are, 1.7 million agents?
Sense of urgency. Getting those first initial people in those cities.
Have you approached carriers or IMOs with this?
Not yet. I have not. This is literally brand new.
I want to throw the investment I'd have to look into. I hear what you're saying, Angie's List, Better Business Bureau. I definitely think that this can be a revenue machine for sure. 500,000 is a big bet. I really feel like you need to talk with some presidents of some of these insurance carriers and some owners of some IMOs, and I can definitely arrange that because they also run their background checks. And one of the slowest parts, and that's what the next part of my question is your speed, the slowest part for getting agents contracted with some of these carriers is the background check.
Well, not just that, but a lot of them won't even, with the annuities, they won't even do the background check until after you've written an annuity.
Yeah. No, it's true because they don't want to spend the money before they know money's coming in.
Right, so they make you write an annuity before they even start the background check.
And then whenever you don't pass.
So are you making a possible offer?
It's
500,000 is a big nut.
I need
Big
Yeah,
number.
but he's saying he might offer some relationship connections for...
I would love to be involved too.
Rather than being an owner, let's just talk about the affiliate program that I've created.
Okay.
So the affiliate program, every person that you refer, you get a code and they get a discount. So instead of paying $25 a month, they're paying $19.95 a month. And now what's going to happen is they're going to actually get a discount on the front side too. So instead of paying $300, they're going to pay $179 and some change. And then the affiliate gets $5 minus any credit card transfer fees and things, but $5 per head for every single person into perpetuity as long as they're an actual member.
So about 25%?
Yes, sir.
Per month.
Per month.
Do you need?
So the affiliate gets paid every month.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's look at the negative. I mean, we got all the positive, and that's
Yep.
phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's look at the negative on this. So I go out and I get a CLU, a CFCH, I get a CPC, I get all these different certifications. And this person has your Wealth Warrior, and somehow they're going to have more credibility than I do.
I'm not saying that you would have more credibility. I guess it's how it's presented. So in a situation where I'm against a CLU or all these different letters after your name, if you're not on the website, I have to wonder why, as a consumer. Why would you not do the due diligence?
Well, I've done CLU, I've got the American College, I've got all these other people behind me. This is just someone who went out and paid $19.95, and that's why they're on the site. So how do you?
I don't think that conversation is ever going to happen with a consumer.
Oh, absolutely it will.
I don't think you're going to get
Absolutely
in.
it
I don't
would.
think you're going to get in with the consumers, and the conversation is I'm a CLU versus a Wealth Warrior.
Absolutely, I see it every single day.
I mean, the Wealth Warrior is the seasoning. It's not the steak.
Well,
you know, you
I
come
think
in and
that
your
depends
product
on the
you're offering
consumer.
all that. It's one little thing to just say, hey, I've been background certified by Wealth Warrior and all that.
I'm not knocking what he's doing. I'm simply saying don't believe that consumers don't check that out, because consumers absolutely check that out.
This is better suited for the carriers, for the IM, because when you're talking about fraud, like I've been there too. I've had one agent leave me with $140,000 of chargebacks, right? That, you know, I'm still trying to find where they are, right?
Mine's dead, so I can't really do anything about it now.
Questions are 500,000, 10%. What are we doing with this money, and how quickly do you project these figures of 23 million?
It's a slow process, and I found it to be very slow. But what really kind of, because this is a new thing to me, okay? The
That's what I
insurance
like
business
about you, by the way. Like, super transparent. It's like, dude, it's gonna be slow. I'm new at this as a startup. You're not, you know what I mean? It's not like
The first person to
dude, I'm
say,
gonna have
I know it's
9,000
gonna
agents
take
in
time
18
and
months. You know,
Right.
it's like, are you open to a different style of deal? I don't see anyone writing a check for $500,000 for 10%, but I see everyone loving you and interested in the concept. What if it was like, and I'm not saying money's not involved, but I think you also see the value in having potentially all of us on board too. What if it was like partial money, we're each in it for like 5%, we're bringing our expertise and promotion, and you get all of us and you give up 25% instead of 50.
No, I'm not saying that we're not open for those things, absolutely. One of the reasons we created the affiliate program was so there wasn't any red tape necessarily as far as holding you to anything. It's just, here's the members you've brought to the table. And
You didn't come here for money. You didn't come here for money.
I didn't come here for money.
Yeah, he
I
came
made
here
it high
for this.
because I wanted to
Where's
make it.
the money gonna go?
I'm thinking about an offer right now. I'm just saying.
My
I'm thinking
question
about
was,
something.
what are you gonna do
The
if
money
you had
doesn't
money
matter
right
as much
now?
as the relationships and the connections.
My offer is to make the connections, set up the calls to discuss this, and then there's 2 carriers that I think would bite at this pretty quickly. In addition to that, I would offer my agency as a test place where I would like to offer this just direct to the agent. to get
750
them
agents
to
active.
potentially purchase this themselves. For that, what I would request is an option for 1 year to be able to purchase 5% for $250,000.
So based on the outcome, just so I understand you correctly, based on the outcome of how it's perceived by the agents and how they put it in place or the carriers, after 1 year, then that's the idea. So what would be your number that you'd want to hit to be able to reach that number?
I want to develop that out a little bit more. I've been doing, my little paper math over here. But at the numbers that you're talking about, if we're at the 179, 1995 rate, if we got up to where there were 1,500 agents on platform and we didn't have to worry about, it didn't matter if they were all in the same city or not, I think we'd be able to be pretty dispersed, especially if we get a carrier. That's where I would say I'll put in $250,000.
I'll piggyback on that. I'll take the other half based on the exact same structure, and you can be a part of everything I do throughout the year.
So
So is this a twofer? What are we doing here?
So far it is.
Just jumping on my offer. Just jumping on my offer.
Unless you don't want me in. I think you want me in.
No,
though.
yeah, I definitely want you in because he can take care of the marketing.
and that's the idea, guys. This is a relationship deal.
I'll jump in on this too. I will create, maintain the super affiliate program to as many levels as you want, maintain it, do all the back end, the back office, everything of it for 5 cents on the dollar.
So
Scott, let's think about that.
That's a couple different
I have
offers.
another proposal. Here's what I'm thinking. What if it was 100,000 each, 20%?
Well, what keeps us from doing this ourselves? Right now you have a good idea.
Okay,
you have a
going
brand.
down a rabbit hole, bro. We're going down a rabbit hole. There.
I mean, you're sitting there.
This man, he already done the work.
I knew this question was going to come up.
Well, I wasn't in the military for starters.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I'm out on doing this myself.
Brandon is brilliant, tech guy, loves to create, can solve any problem. So I get where he's coming from, but I don't want to create.
Well, my point is,
I don't want to create it.
We're
and compete
sitting
with
here.
Chris.
You're saying 20% for 500,000. That's a $2.5 million
That's
valuation.
$2.5 million. Yeah.
You don't have a $2.5 million company right now.
I do not.
You have a brand. You have an idea. You've done some work.
If we do my
you
plan,
have
it will
small
show
amount
that
of
it's
legacy.
Yeah, for
But
real.
you know, I can come up and say, hey, I'm going to sell Medicare insurance. There's 60 million Medicare people, and if we only get 1% of that, so give me $5 million. Like, I mean, you know, like that's not a business. So you need to get some legwork before you start talking money, but you have an opportunity. Some people who like your idea and can
that's the
work
whole
with
idea of
something.
the affiliate program.
That's why you have to have an affiliate program. That's why you have to have a super affiliate program.
Are you in on what he said?
On $100,000 each?
Yep.
Oh, no, I'm out.
I'm going to say I'm in to a certain point of revenue, but also my mind goes much bigger when we're talking attorneys, CPAs, and I think all of us have contacts for that. And I think
True.
So
this
that
brand
I
could
have
grow.
no
build it with
contacts
the
in.
agents first. Build it with
that's-
the agents
that's
Oh
the
first.
yeah,
other
for
part
sure.
of the-
But that's
the
where
school.
I'm already over
Oh
there.
yeah.
So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. $1.9
in?
billion for
I'm
agents
in.
list.
I don't know. I don't know.
What would keep you from?
What would be the revenue point?
Because I think it will only work if it becomes the industry standard, and you're not going to make it the industry standard.
Vector.
Can I add
Right.
something to help? Can I add something
Right.
to help? It? Average age of an agent is 59. 25-year-old and 30-year-old agents don't even know what CLU and CFP or any of these other things even mean yet.
Well, they do on the PNC side because they're being forced to learn it.
By you, maybe.
I do not believe you need them to be on the site at all for consumers going in, not at this early stage. I think what you need to do is you need to go direct to agents as a credibility play. If later there's enough momentum where you start organically getting traffic, then you'll have those leads to sell to your people. But there's no reason to go out and promise, because you're going to have a lot of people signing up and they're going to say, hey, I was promised I was going to get leads. I'm one of 9 agents in this city and all that. And selling it just on the credibility play is enough to get them on board. And then you hold that in reserve as a lead marketplace later. I think
Brandon,
no
you
matter
in?
what, do that.
Are you in?
For what?
The deal we've laid out?
To the horseshoes and the fairies and the unicorns? I'm gonna give $100 grand for unicorns. No, I'm not in. We need
Okay,
more
you're
details.
in.
Wait, what?
I'm in.
Wait,
You're
what
in.
details?
Would you take it without these two?
Wait, what details?
I would, yes.
So do we even need them?
No?
But do you want to come in? Last chance, both of you.
Wait,
No, I'll come in
for the
on his
record,
affiliate.
I want you in.
I'll
for the
come in
record,
under
I
his
want you in.
affiliate program.
he don't want me in. He's like, I want you in.
I want you in too.
The only way it would work for me is, again, 1.6 million agents need to be a part of this, and the ostrich are the ones that aren't.
Let's get
are
an
you in?
actual deal on the table before we sign a
let's
blank
see.
check.
Let's see.
I think it's got
I
to be
do.
25% so we can all get a 5 because that's a round number.
Okay.
We all need 5%, so 25%. We'll work out the details on it.
Yes.
We all good?
Well, oh, now you went up to 25 on it?
Yeah. I can't have 4%. It's like an even. I gotta have something.
Billy's out.
round
Well, it
out to
depends on
5.
if Billy's in,
out.
but so far he's out.
I'm out. I'm not sold
What's
on
the
it.
most you're comfortable giving up today? Say there's 4 of us in. And Dr.
already
Billy
said
Williams
20.
is out.
Yeah, 20% would be my top.
I'm in at that. You're in at that. You're in at that.
But the only thing that, again, it's not the money. The money's great.
We understand.
But I want the involvement
I'll still promote
in
your
the
stuff.
promotion of it,
Dude,
because you have.
I'll get on board meetings.
Handings.
I'll promote. We'll
Yeah.
get you on the channel. You already speak at
Especially
8%.
if we are,
You can speak on the tour we're
I'll
doing.
tell you what,
whatever.
if we have equity, we're gonna do everything.
I'm out. I'm interested in being a vendor for you, helping you with the affiliate program.
I would love your
No,
help on
wait,
that.
I'm interested in being a vendor.
I would love that.
I don't need the equity.
I pushed you because I love you, because you're the tech guy, bro. Like, we need you.
Yeah, hire me.
And he says he's in.
Our money's gonna go to him.
All of it.
So there's your question answered right there.
So now is it 20% based on 3?
20% is 20%.
Yes, sir.
go.
Looking forward to it.
Edward Pritchett, Cassidy Arbelli, Cody Askins. I mean, that's a dream team in itself.
Boom.
You know, again, I wasn't necessarily here for money, although I put that on the table to kind of sweeten the deal to help. I believe in people having skin in the game and then being able to invest in an idea. And I think this idea will take off.
Out of probably 4,000, 5,000 agents in our IMO, I can't think of one person that has any of the designations. I've thought about going and get it myself.
In
just because I
PNC
like
there
doing it.
is, but the new generations aren't
But
doing it.
here's the deal. If I want to be a certified financial planner, I have to be a CFP.
Oh no, of course.
I mean, I have to be.
Yeah.
And so as I'm looking at these different things, I think,
it's different.
again, you got to remember, I'm the old guy
But I
in
can
the
sign
room.
up and pay for this. I don't have to go study. I don't have to do
Yeah,
other
that's
things.
what I'm saying.
And
This
it's-
is easy.
and I'm okay with
And
that.
you know what's going to happen is it's going to start and it's going to turn like wildfire because they're going to see their friend that has it and the other person that has it, and it's going to become trendy.
And then it's going to be devalued.
Possibly,
and then it's
but
going
by
to be
then I'll make my
devalued
money
because
back.
everybody and their mama can just go buy it.
It will be a household name, and I think they saw the writing on the wall for that. Even if I walked away with nothing but that, I would have been perfectly happy.
Do you know what you
license,
can do though with a database of agents, CPAs, attorneys? Like, think a little bit bigger
That's
too, where
true,
this
too.
can grow in the future.